That's what I call a discovery. What sensation? There's nothing in common between those things. Nothing really exciting has happened for years. It is absolutely necessary that I let Smythe know about this. This very detailed map has been of help so many times. Oh, I remember this book. Perhaps I can find something. Now, let's see. Interesting. To phone? It's not so simple. It's night and phoning is the director's privilege. I should have thought of that, but I have to get in somehow. Locked, of course. No other night owl in the building. Let's face it, there's not much sense going that way. Good evening.
Good evening, Professor. Sleepless night again?
Let's not even talk about that, Swanson. I'm very excited. I'm after a great discovery. I'm in search of some geometric drawings that are somehow connected to the artifacts that arrived recently.
As it happens, Professor, not even Dr. Moresby can find his way through the contents of the warehouse these days. You should have heard what a hoopla he made again today.
Would you let me take a look in those warehouses?
You know how much I like you, Professor Hump, but I'm sorry I can't allow that. After all, that is exactly why I'm here. So that no one can wander around the warehouses during the night. You see my point?
Of course, you're right, Swanson. But this thing just keeps intriguing me.
Well, what precisely are you looking for, sir?
That's just it, Swanson. I don't know that myself.
You see, Professor, even you can't find your way through here. But you know what? It's not a lot of help, but I'd be glad to show you the inventory. I know it only means something to warehouse guards like myself. It won't be much use for you. But maybe tomorrow you should ask the director about a visit there.
Well, it seems this little book contains important information not only for the guards. Tell me, Swanson, don't you get bored here during the night shift?
Of course I do, Professor, but I'm glad that in spite of being a guard, my job is not more exciting, you know? I mean, more dangerous. You know, I can do a bit of reading here.
But you could find something better to do, right?
Sure, you know, I'd rather be drinking with me mates down at the Boar's Head, but, you know, I asked to be placed on the night shift because, well, just recently I had one too many drinks and I kind of nodded off at my post the next day. My job was in danger, Mr. Professor. Maybe if I were married, my caring wife could have warned me in advance. You know?
Being married myself, I can assure you that a real man takes care of himself. Come to think of it, I would really like to let my Dorothy know that I'm staying at the museum today as well. Could I make a phone call from Dr. Moresby's office?
But Professor, the things you want me to do tonight, didn't I just tell you how important this job was for me?
Of course, Swanson, but you can trust me. 5 minutes, that's all I need, one phone call. I promise you I won't be ungrateful. I'll get you something against boredom.
All right, get on with it, but please hurry up, Professor.
Smythe always keeps invaluable treasures close by. Let us see one of Smythe's treasures. Yes, I was looking for something like this. I don't think I have all the information to fill in this form. Yes, Mr. Moresby likes to be comfortable. Now, let's see. Perhaps I can find something. Interesting. The world is full of adventures. I never thought one could do so much to solve a secret.
Number, please.
5, 5, 6, 2, 3, please.
Hold the line, please.
Hello? Is that you, Professor Hunt?
Good evening, Smythe, it's me. But how did you know that?
Well, who else would call me at such a late hour? Moreover, I felt that after today's anonymous letter there'd be some after effects. This is why you called, isn't it?
A fine intuition, my friend. That is one strange letter. It talks about an ancient curse, some kind of a mythological event, board games, and a lot of mysteries. It is exactly the challenge for me. I think I have the discovery of the century in my hands. The mysterious author of the letter asked me to clear this mystery. Tomorrow you can all read it for yourself, but I have to hurry now, for Swanson only allowed me 5 minutes in here, and he thinks I have to call Dorothy. I need your help.
It's awfully interesting, Professor, what you say, but your account is very gappy. I will definitely take the chance to read the letter tomorrow. How can I help you?
Together with the letter, a part of a codex arrived as well, which is no doubt an original, and also this geometric illustration. And the stranger also hinted that the clues lead to the stuff that is in the warehouse of the British Museum. Or more precisely, the clues start from there.
Why, the artifacts are not yet catalogued. They never leave my side, even at night. You know, Professor. I only know the content of the warehouse very superficially, and Dr. Moresby keeps his documents locked away. Could you tell me exactly what we're looking for?
No. I don't know precisely. We could be looking for a square diagram. No. You know what? We're looking for something that is connected to a certain Black King, whatever that beastly character might be.
Aha! Black King. So it's black. Let's say it's made of granite. That's it. This could be it. From the recently closed museum collection of the Picari in Princeton. A strange black granite sculpture has just arrived. It's very grave looking, a sitting figure with no reference to its origin. It's one of Dr. Moresby's artifacts that gives him a lot of headaches. So what do you say?
Brilliant, Smythe. We're on the scent. By luck, wouldn't you know in which storage room this sculpture is kept?
No. Unfortunately, I don't.
Well, it's all right. You helped me a lot anyway. You do know what? I promise to get back to you today if I find out anything.
Well, how is that? You think that Swanson will?
No, not at all. With your permission, I'll offer him your excellent whiskey. I only ask you to arrive tomorrow before the director.
I understand everything, my friend. Feel free to call me. I'll be awake.
True, it seems unfinished, but that is exactly how much I need. That's right. Now I take the key back to Swanson, but the door is left open accidentally. Thank you, Swanson. I'm really grateful for your help. Look, I bought you something for your favours.
Oh, Professor Hunt, I didn't do it for anything like that. What? You can't seriously think that I will drink this noble liquor all by myself? Will you join me?
Certainly not, Swanson. I have some urgent matters to attend to in my office, but I will get back soon, I can promise you that. But in the meantime, don't be shy. Taste this really noble liqueur. Don't worry, Swanson, you can count on my secrecy. Why? I can count on yours, right?
Of course, sir. I'm waiting here for you.
just need to certify this now. That's it. That was just a hair's breadth. Let's see which key fits where. Yes, only this rusty one can be the key to storage room D. You always need a lantern at night. It will be impossible to find anything in this darkness. This store is a whole labyrinth. No wonder the cleverest lose their way here. How sad to see so many objects. For heaven's sake, they all seemed clutter. The granite sculpture. I think Smythe was not mistaken. The writer of the letter must really be referring to this figure. What a demonic face! The pattern! Without doubt, this is the drawing. The square divided into 13 parts. But how can this be showing the way? Look, these are runes. Must be some kind of runes. I must solve the message of the stone. Oh, I remember this book. Now, let's see. Let's see what these strange drawings conceal. Yes, it is more intelligible that way. This mysterious drawing is showing directions. But what do these directions and numbers mean exactly? Maybe the map will help. Now, let's see if my good map helps me again. Lapland. Quite north. The map is not showing any serious settlement. Vainio must be the name of the family in possession of the game. I think it's time to let my young friend know of the developments.
What number are you wanting, please?
5, 5, 6, 2, 3, please.
Hold the line, please.
Hello?
Hello, Smythe. Are you still awake?
Well, I'd say if you called in half an hour, you would have woken me up. Any results, Professor?
Certainly, my friend. I think I've done all that's possible here. Now I'm off to the first stop in my mystical journey.
You're not leaving, Professor.
Yes, I'm immediately leaving for Lapland.
Lapland?
Yes, I have to find a certain person named Vainio.
I see. Or rather, I don't see, Professor.
Look, Smythe, I'll tell you everything in detail, but you have to promise me some things. First of all, the letter, the sculpture of the Black King, and everything else that happened tonight has to be kept a secret.
Oh, of course, Professor.
Thank you. Secondly, I ask you to help with my journey whichever way you can. I will travel to 12 different corners of the world in the next few months. It won't be an easy task. You and my wife Dorothy will be the only ones who know of my destinations. I will let you know of the events in a letter from each place.
I can promise you that, Professor. I gladly take part in such an expedition, even if I cannot personally travel with you. So, this means that your wife knows all about it.
No, not yet. I'm going home now and prepare for the journey. I believe I will need a lot of things. I will leave London by the early train. And now listen very carefully. I'll tell you what important discoveries I have made tonight.
My faraway darling, I'm on my way to Lapland and I'm writing this letter on the train. It was one of those rare occasions when Smythe's information did not help me much. I still hoped that the sled he arranged would be waiting for me at the train station. Ever since I left London and accidentally stumbled upon the fragment of that script and started after that mysterious diagram, this is the first time when I feel completely lost. That odd bearing pebble marks a village behind the beyond as the provenance of the next board game. I must look for a certain man named Vainio, but I doubt that the scarcely inhabited snowfields will make my job easy. Somehow I have to keep my presence of mind again. As soon as I get the chance, I will write to you again. Take care.
Am I to be disappointed by Smythe? No sleigh? It seems nobody is expecting me. A hole in the wall, strong metal planks behind it. Maybe this is the safety lock to the shed. Look, what a special water tank. An ingenious construction. Pitch dark. There must be someone inside. Oh, what a stuffy smell of alcohol. Please wake up. Get up at once. Wake up for God's sake. It seems I'll have a hard time getting information out of this railway man. I'll have to look around myself. Kyra? Everyone's fate is a whole novel. Strange stove. Is this bowl for distilling alcohol, or can it be used for something else?
A bookcase always tells a lot about its owner. As my father used to say, in man's service the child of fire and water is stronger than both the parents together. I'm on track. The map clearly identifies the village which I am looking for. But how do I get there? A telegraph. This means Smythe was looking in the right place. The latest message has not been torn from the strip. could have been searching for this for hours. I can be grateful to Paavo for helping so much in this difficult situation. What incredible construction does this wheel belong to? God knows, perhaps no one has ever bought a ticket at this station. Oh, what a splendid place to hide. That's it. Now I only need the key. Open, Sesame. I must say, I wouldn't have expected a traditional shed. This is a surprise. A steam organ in the middle of a snowfield. This won't work this way. I need adequate steam pressure to work the organ. We have made the child of fire and water work. Whoops, the steam is escaping, the pressure is falling. Let's see if the call sign works. Ah, so you are Kaira. It's time I gave the appropriate village to Kaira. Good, Kaira. Wait, you can start soon. I'll be an extraordinary parcel. This village seems very deserted. I hope I'll find a living soul that will talk to me. Just what I figured. No answer. Well, well, that mysterious monogram again. Enough. I cannot wait any longer. A very good day to you. A very good day to you. I'm looking for a certain Vainio. How on earth can I find this Vainio? I am in search of the AGON.
I know that man. Vanny was a reindeer herder, and actually, he's my sweetheart. But I only see him once in a blue moon, for he's with the cattle, and my father doesn't like his being around.
The barkeeper is your father?
Yes, and the first man of the village, too. He wouldn't like seeing his daughter with a Vanio.
Well, that's interesting. Why, what is so horrible in the Vanyo family?
Don't know. Strange family it is. It's rumored they've been keeping a secret for centuries. But that wouldn't interest you. I haven't the faintest idea why someone from so far away would be looking for my Verpy. It doesn't matter. Verpy is a strong young man. I'm sure he can take care of himself. Anyhow, you look like a determined but gentle man. And you're lucky, too. Verpy is nearby, as they've taken over the cattle from him last week. You can probably find his hut near the lake easily.
Near the lake? Where's that, and how do I get there?
With so much snow, only with a sleigh. Here, behind the fence, you'll find a mounted sleigh and a trustworthy animal. I hope you'll manage with it. Go from the village border, go north, beyond the river. I'll go back inside now, because I'm cold and scared that my father will find out that I'm up to something.
Why? What are you up to?
I'd like to ask you a favor. Please, take this letter to my sweetheart. I couldn't get it to him for 10 days now. It's very important to me. You might know how it feels to be far away from your loved ones.
I know better than you think. Thank you for your help. I reckon your dog will feel better by tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And I'm really grateful to you.
Things are starting to be exciting. Gee up, come on! There's nothing left to do. I have to walk the rest of the way. Lo, a polar lights observation post. I feel that this device is hiding some secrets. Yes, you can see the Aurora Borealis from here. It's said that locals call it a river in which fire flows. It marks the border between the living and the dead. Something is wrong. A scroll, another page from that codex. Bet young Vanyo lives here. I am in search of the AGON. I'm looking for a certain Vanyo.
What did you say you came here for?
I am in search of the AGON.
You're looking for the AGON. So it's true. If only my father or my grandfather could have lived to see this. I thought this was just a legend, which is a disadvantage for the family, some kind of curse on the Vanyos. But my father took it so seriously. and lo, I have the game with me even right now. Its name is Tabloot, and the board was embroidered by my grandmother on deerskin. We could only play it in the family, and were forbidden to utter its name for ages. The reason for it is long forgotten, but the tradition is still alive. And on this day... Come hither, stranger, and let's play. I have to teach you to fight with Tabloot. It is my duty to fight you as long as you are fully prepared, until I am defeated. Here are the rules. You learn fast, my friend. You learn fast, my friend. Obvious. I would have made the same move. Come on, you're not serious. See now, you cannot do this. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Are you trying to trick me? My faith has been fulfilled. You have triumphed over me. My family curse is broken, and I have only one duty left. As the tradition states, I must hand over this stone to the new master of Tabloot. Have a pleasant trip, my friend.
My dear, you have no reason to be concerned about my trip to Madagascar. The island has become a French colony. What is more, the sailors say that no pirates have been heard of here for 2 decades. Captain Kidd's era is gone. So far I have travelled in relative comfort on a commercial sailing ship from Marseille, and now I rely on my letter to the navigation officer, since I will disembark here. The sea is rather shallow at this part of the coast, and there are reefs, so I'm forced to take the last couple of 100 yards to the beach in a boat. The next intersection shows a fishing village, and if I am lucky, I will find the descendant of that certain Rakatonarevilo who owns the next game. I have to hurry, as the ship returns in a few days, and it may be my only hope for a long time to leave this place. I will write as soon as I can. I think of you a lot. Let's get ready for the encounter. A peaceful fishing tribe. They must be near. What good luck. Strange. They built walls around the houses. It can't be so peaceful around here. Good morning, my friend. I would like to enter.
What friend? Go away, you robber!
Pardon? Robber? But why do you think so? I came with honest intentions. If I were a robber, I would not be unarmed, and I certainly would not try to enter through the main entrance.
I have seen people like this. All pirates are very cunning. First they smile kindly, and then they cut my throat from the back. I am not going to argue with you. Go away at once.
I'm looking for a certain man called Rakatonarevilo. It is absolutely necessary that I talk to him.
Rakatonarevilo is the chief of the tribe. A wise man. Go away. The chief can't stand pirates like you.
Come, I'm not a pirate. I'm a scientist. My name is Samuel Hunt. I came from England. Please announce me to the chief.
English? Scientist? Liar! All Englishmen are pirates.
So you won't let me through the gate?
No, you have nothing to do here. We don't want to see white man anymore. We don't believe the English, the French, the converted pirates anymore. Go and find your old colleague beyond the forest. Leave us alone.
I also bought some presents to Mr. Rakatonarevilo. Please tell him that I want to talk to him in an important matter.
Take your presents with you. You don't think you'll be able to bribe any of us?
Please understand, I'm not a pirate. I came on a commercial ship from Marseille, and as far as I know, the infamous pirate nests do not exist anymore.
The pirates escaped or hid somewhere. All of them are treacherous. The old man may still be alive. These bastards are everywhere. You are one of them, so go back to them.
Please be more considerate. I would like to enter. My intentions are peaceful.
Stand back, Englishman, or else you'll be acquainted with my spearhead.
Oh, what a kind reception. What an unfriendly character. But maybe I should make another attempt. Over the forest. How do I cross this thick forest?
Take a handful of berries. Lemurs love them. The lemurs will lead you out of the forest. You'd be lost without them. But now get away from here.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. What, old man? Are there really pirates over here? Where else are there people?
There are pirates. That is, there is one. The other has been lying in the forest for a while. You'll find the old man at the clearing beyond the forest. He only has a few days left.
All right, I'll find him. Maybe he is kinder than you are. Lemur kappa. Typical Malagasy creature. What a friendly animal. Must have got used to human closeness. It has accepted the present. Let's see if it does something in exchange. The guard said the lemur will help find the way. But how? Thank you, my friend. You have deserved those berries. I would never have found my way in this forest without you. I hope you will come by next time. I'm sure now that there are people living in this big tree. Or rather, taking the conditions into account, there must have been people living here. That's it. Although the row isn't complete, I will manage somehow. I thought so. This unusual abode is absolutely deserted. Well, I'm sure it's not a quotation from Shakespeare. God, what gibberish! Ah, must be the missing steps. Not a very strong protection against intruders. Bless me, this place is not uninhabited. Good afternoon. Excuse me, is this man alive at all? Alive, but in very bad shape.
I'm hungry.
I must find food for the old man urgently. Yes, something is missing here. This is not enough. Great. The best solution against starving to death at the moment.
Do you know, you arrived just in time. I'd almost given up. My life was fading before my very eyes. Who are you?
I am a traveller, an adventurer. My name is Hunt. I explore the world, and in fact I am looking for some treasure. Have you heard about a certain AGON?
Oh, don't bother yourself. There's no treasure whatsoever here. You should ask the tribe about that what's-its-name, because I don't know about it. But you'll have a hard time with them.
I know. I have tried it. The stern guard of the tribe would not let me in the village. He gibbered about some pirates. But as far as I know, they are long gone from this place.
Pirates? Come on. I haven't heard about them for a long time. The last miserable one is lying in front of you, unable even to take care of himself. You can only blame me for the hostility of the natives.
But why? Do you alone face a whole tribe? How come?
Yes, something like that. But it's a long story.
Please tell me, if you think you are strong enough.
My name is Jonathan Morgan, born in Southampton. I joined the crew of the glorious ship the Evelyn as a simple ship's boy. One day we were taken by the pirates. Those mates of mine who resisted were mercilessly slaughtered. Some of us, however, gave in and became pirates to survive. We waged quite a few glorious battles and plundered quite a bit, especially here on the northern coast of Madagascar, under the leadership of Captain Dodd. I must confess, in the end, I was enjoying it, foiling the ambitious plans of rich merchants. Captain Dodd soon appointed me to be his personal advisor, and we made many plans together. He acknowledged and praised me, but never treated me as an equal. One day, there was a mutiny on the ship. My old mates, the handful of the crew left from the Evelyn, were causing the commotion, and through some cunning trickery, they took the captain's weapons. They planned to take over the ship and execute Dodd, and make me the captain. They were astonished when I disagreed with the decision. arguing that the Evelyn could only be successful under the leadership of Jeremiah Dodd. They mocked me, called me a toady, and tied me up. At my request, they were merciful and did not kill us, but instead exiled us to the unpopulated area of Madagascar, away from any city, and they promised to kill us if we ever met again. They left us here in the bay among the reefs, and we soon stopped fearing an untimely death when we came upon these friendly native fishing people.
Friendly? When did all this happen?
Exactly 52 years ago. They were really very friendly then, and it went on like that for years. We lived in the village, we had friends, and even wives. We really felt incredible since, as you can see, if you are looking for peace, this is like paradise. Here you can be really happy. Jeremiah could have found his peace, but he wasn't made of that stuff. We had been the beloved guests of the village for almost 10 years when he decided to return to England at all costs. He knew that we had neither money nor a vessel or any other possibility of reaching civilization, and with the French seizing a tighter and tighter grip over the island, they would have caught us soon enough. Even if we could escape from the authorities, our crew would have been scattered to all corners of the island. Still, he remained adamant. For a long time it seemed like a crazy plan, and I thought the captain didn't believe in it either. But one day he came up with a wicked solution. We all knew the legend that the chief's family had been keeping a hidden treasure, some kind of relic, in a locked box in his hut. A treasure no one is supposed to see. Jeremiah was convinced that we would make a fortune by selling this treasure and would easily escape from the island. I didn't believe he would do it, but he did. One day, the whole village was in turmoil. The box was gone from the chief's hut. Jeremiah was trying to make them believe that it was the devil himself that came for the treasure. But they saw through the story. He was excommunicated immediately, and they sent us away from the village.
Was it really the captain who stole the treasure?
Yes, of course. But the natives could never prove it. They watched our every move for a long time, waiting for a sign to give away where Captain Dodd had hidden the booty. However, Jeremiah waited. He himself dared to go to the hiding place only months later. He never told me where, and opened the box. And then something happened. The captain went crazy. Something took his mind. Obviously, the ancient native curse came unto him from the box. He kept saying it was all over, and that there was no hope of ever leaving the island.
What could have happened?
I don't know. Jeremiah went mad. I finished building the hut at the treetop almost by myself. I couldn't rely on a madman. He cried and laughed at the same time, wrote poems, and sometimes broke everything around him.
And the treasure, did he show it to you? Did you see where it was?
No, my friend. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't really interested. Certainly the captain wanted to forget it too.
And you've been living here by yourself on the treetop ever since? And the villagers haven't let you in since then?
Yes, that damn treasure really brought a curse upon us. It was very important for Chief Rakatona Rivello, and this tradition will be upheld by his son, and even his grandson.
What happened to the captain?
The disappointment drove him mad. When he wasn't crying, he laughed, and sometimes he seemed to suffer from spasms. At one point, he couldn't bear it anymore. He died. Down there, beside the fire. I buried him about 30 years ago.
Still,
Have you no idea where I could find that hiding place with the treasure?
No, and I advise you against tempting that devil. I don't think it will be of any use to you. But if it brought so much misfortune to us, it won't spare you either.
Did you say the captain wrote poems?
Yes, poems and verses. Some of them he doodled in his book, or he marked trees in the forest. But he scattered most of them here in the hut. God knows for how long I haven't been in Jeremiah's nest up there. Maybe you could look around if you're interested in the writings of a madman.
I didn't see the grave by the big tree. Where is the captain buried?
I didn't want to erect a tomb near the tree. I buried the poor man in the forest, and I placed his carved headstones in their exact order, next to him. Maybe that's why the grave is respected by the natives.
Captain Dodd must have been a puritanical man, but also rather well read. Well, well. I have a feeling that these reminders are also for me now. Maybe the answers will lead to the treasure. What fine mechanics! Surprising for such an old telescope. The instrument is suitable for observing certain fixed points. What could the captain use it for? Hello, lemur. Will you see me to the other side of the forest? These impressive grave posts protect the grave like guards. Do they have some other function as well? Look, a shrine. But who is buried here in the middle of the jungle? Like some holy place. Well, this is rather unusual. Yes. And if we exchanged this, say? Yes, no doubt. This must have been the original order. But who mixed the grave posts up and why? Let us see what has changed with this. I must decipher the message of the grave posts. Under those dates. WK? Ghostly. Again, the unknown person's initials. Could it be that someone is always one step ahead of me? What dates could he be referring to? Must be Captain Dodd's grave. Like some shrine. This is it. The third page to the Codex. The guard said the lemur will help find the way. But how? Abe? Mr. Morgan, didn't you mention that the name of your glorious vessel was Evelyn?
Yes, son, that's what I said. You can see a painting of it downstairs. Jeremiah saved it from the captain's cabin back then.
But then, what does the sign Abe at the bow mean?
I don't know. The captain ruined even our most cherished memories in his last days. He doodled on the picture.
That's it. On the beach. The Skull Rock at ebb of tide. It's worth trying it. It's getting on for dusk and the low tide. What a strange play of nature. The moon caused the water of the sea to retreat. A cave which is only accessible when the sea has retreated. Ideal hiding place. But probably the natives know about it as well. Aha! Now I can see it. From back here it's quite clear. It's Skull Rock. And this huge hall is emptied and then filled with water twice a day. Well, yes, that opening at an unreachable height is hiding further secrets. Could the captain possibly know the way to get up there? Strong bamboo sticks. Maybe they can be of use. Well, not a very precise work, but perhaps it will do. It's time. Let's sail. Come, tide! Captain Dodd must have been a brave and, in addition, a very patient man. And the idea is excellent. Which local fisherman would have had the courage to stay in a cave that is almost fully filled with seawater? Here's the place where only the captain set his foot. No one else. Well, no further way this way. Useful tool, but the hand strength is not enough to free it. Phew, oh my goodness, it's so heavy. Who could have thought it? No wonder the pirate captain went mad with disappointment. The chieftain's ancient treasure is a board game which is worthless to anyone else. That is, it's worth a lot to me. Another tunnel. Does this one belong to the sea? Well, that was a narrow escape. I didn't expect such a difference in height. Ah, so the village gains its drinking water from this freshwater lake in the cave. It's impossible to climb up here. Although some bricks could be moved, hands are not enough for such an operation. That's it. If I'm lucky, the unevenness of the bricks will help me reach the surface. But these signs must mean something. If I place the bricks skillfully, the parts sticking out can function as stairs. But these bricks are really different. And there are also these signs. Now it can be used. Let's see. I would never have thought that I'd get into the village in such a cunning way.
It's him, the foreigner!
Raja Narasana caught him as he was climbing out of the well.
What do you want from me, you pirates? Your friends have taken all the family treasures, and you cannot rob me of my dignity.
I'm not a pirate. My name is Hunt. I'm a scientist from the British Museum in London. My intentions are peaceful.
Well, would an English gentleman be crawling to the well of the village? Don't annoy me, Mr. Hunt.
Excuse me for the intrusion. I believe the young man can also prove that I had no other way to come before you, Mr. Rakotonarevilo. I believe I brought something back rather than came to rob.
You brought something back? Then you must have taken it away as well. What could that be?
Mr. Rakotonarevilo, I have taken a long journey. Please allow me to talk to you in private. I believe I have something important to say to you. It is about the family curse.
Be still, Raja Uranasana. This man is saying interesting things. He wants to talk in private. And what about? Was it the old man that told him all kinds of gibberish? Go, Raja Wanasana. Leave us to ourselves. Daughter, you too take the news that the Englishman came to be our savior, not our enemy. Right from the underground. Well, where did you find this box, Mr. Hunt?
The well of the village is connected to a system of caves through which you can get as far as the bottom of the Skull Rock. This must have been known to the long-deceased Captain Jeremiah Dodd. He hid this box here, which he stole from the chief's hut back then.
Well, This cave is really news to me, but my father can't have known about it, as he never found out how the pirates stole the heavily guarded relic. But how did you find it, Professor?
It's not so important. However, it is important that if you have the board now, nothing can prevent me from freeing you from the family curse. Since I am not a simple traveller, I am in search of the AGON.
In search of the AGON? Well, Professor, you really surprised me. So many surprises in one day are too much. You are the one that my ancestors have been waiting for all this time? Then you are the one that I have to teach how to play Fanarona. What a night! You have made me a great man, Mr. Hunt. What do you wish in exchange for all this?
Dear Mr. Rakoton Arivilo, I have only 2 requests. One is, do not leave poor old Jonathan Morgan there in the treetop. He didn't do anything. Captain Dodd was the only thief, but he paid a great price for his evil plan. Morgan is ill, very ill, unable to do anything. Please take care of him.
All right, my friend. We will forgive the old pirate. We'll take care of him from now on. And what is your other request?
Only that, if possible, please start to teach me right now, because a ship will come for me in a few days, and who knows if after so many vicissitudes my brain still works.
Well, all right. Fanarona has had decades of rest. Let's not wait any longer. Come, my new English friend. I'll explain the rules. Brilliant step. Excellent. Don't let anything divert your attention. No, that won't be good. I think this is a big event for both of us. Your travels make sense here at the island of Madagascar now, and my family have been freed from centuries of curse. Here is your reward, the stone, which I have been wearing over my heart since the death of my father. Good luck, Professor.
Dear Dorothy, this drawing depicts my encounter with a real pirate.
This surprisingly kind and rather harmless old man donated his work to me, which may be the last in his life. Nice memory. As you can see, my trip to Madagascar was not as uneventful as I expected, but I would call it adventurous rather than dangerous. It began by disembarking. I was trying to get ready to meet the above-mentioned gentleman by the name
Professor, we must speak urgently. I found the bibliography I referred to in one of the books by Adalbert of Dunwich. What is more, the quotation as well. It's more than strange. Seemingly he is quoting from the very manuscript that you found in Madagascar. But not exactly. The wording and some of the words are the same, but inexplicably, there is a serious factual mistake. In Adalbert's quotation, John Gillam does not burn the Book of Truth, but throws it into a well, which he then covers with heavy stones. My professor, do not dismiss this too early. The writer emphasizes that the original manuscript was in his hand, as in the form of a book, and that his quotation is exact. His statement seems proven, since it was his own uncle who sold the manuscript to the then Count of Roxburgh. It was not my first thought, but I made a slow friendship with the new. The manuscripts collected by you do not come from the original work. That is, all of them are false. But who? Why? Why this way? Oh, my entire head is in chaos. Do understand this, Professor. Best regards, Thomas Smythe.